Hey, did you know that glass skin glow you are so obsessed with? It's usually just a silicone-based optical illusion. What if I told you the hero ingredient in that $240 cream Hollywood celebs swear by is actually a common weed you'd step on in the street? Or that the only reason that NASA-born miracle cream costs $275 is because you are paying for the seaweed's taste in music, not the science? I'm Jin. I've spent 8 years as a marketing CEO in Korea, and I've personally burned over $7,000 on skincare. This time, I dug through the white papers, analyzed the INCI lists, tracked down the conglomerates hiding behind your favorite indie brands. Using my 8 years of industry inside knowledge and this data, I'm going to change the way you shop for the rest of your life. So today, we are ranking 10 global beauty brands. I've split them into 5 margin-high villains who are straight up robbing you, and 5 real tech heroes who will actually save your skin and your wallet. By end of this video, you will know exactly which brands deserve your money based on value, result, and safety, and which ones you should stop paying a premium for immediately. And just so we are clear, zero sponsors and zero paid promos. My goal isn't to make a few bucks on an ad. My goal is level up your shopping intelligence. Let's get into it. Okay, let's start at number 5. The undisputed number 1 sunscreen is Sephora. The ultimate must-have for every hipsters. Supergoop. It's $38 for 50 milliliters. It's famous for that clear gel texture, no white cast, completely invisible. It hit the jackpot as the perfect makeup primer. But what's the catch? The catch is that you are not feeding your skin nutrients. You are suffocating it with silicones. Look at these INCI lists. Isododecane, dimeticone. Yeah, that's just straight up silicone. That instant smooth feeling you get, that's not your skin getting healthier. It's an optical illusion. You are just shrink wrapping your pores with a transparent plastic film. So why did they dump so much silicone into a sunscreen? Because their technology is stuck in 1999. Thanks to rigid FDA regulations, American brands are forced to use 30 years old outdated filters like avobenzone, homosalate, and octisalate. These filters feel greasy and gross on the skin. To hide that bullshit texture, they have no choice but to drown the formula in silicone. Let's be real. Do you honestly think this is worth $38? Here's why it's expensive. They don't spend money on R&D. Instead, they pour every cent into pre-packaging, influencer seeding, and buying the most expensive shelf space on Sephora. You are not paying for sun protecting technology. You are paying for Supergoop's marketing budget. But wait, a silicone mask is just warm-up. Number 4 is even more ridiculous. We are talking about burning $240 on a whipped cream just because it sits on a Hollywood celeb's nightstand. Wanna know what it is? Number 4. You will find this bottle on almost every Hollywood celeb's nightstand. Dr. Barbara Sturm. It's the go-to for Oprah, Gigi Hadid, and Victoria Beckham. The texture is rich, yet weightless. It absorbs flawlessly with zero residue, and the packaging is the definition of clinical chic. At $240 for 50 milliliters, you naturally start to think, if they are using it, there must be a reason. It has to be worth it. But is it actually worth $240? I'm sorry to tell you, but no. You are just paying celebrity tax. The miracle hero ingredient they claim? It's porcelain. To most of the world, it sounds exotic, but in Korea, this is just literally a side dish on the dinner table. It's common weed that grows on the side of the road. Sturm built her entire brand story around the antioxidant and telomere protecting properties of this plant. Look, I will give them credit. Porcelain has benefits, but here's the problem. When you are charging $240, you don't get to hide the concentration. After 8 years in marketing, I've seen it all. When a brand hides the dosage, it's usually because the numbers don't justify the price tag. Then what's the truth? Well, nobody knows. So why the $240? Because you are not buying a miracle ingredient. You are buying the clout of feelings like Oprah Winfrey for 5 minutes in your bathroom. The brand burns a massive marketing budget to maintain that celebrity aura, and that cost is passed directly to your wallet. If you want to burn $240 on a mystery weed cream just to say you use the same brand as a supermodel, go for it. That's your choice. but porcelain is just tip of the iceberg. Number 3 is Even Sneaker. It's a tear-jerking story about an engagement ring sold to start a dream, only for the brand to end up in the same corporate bloodline as the $2 bar of soap in your shower. 3. A 200-year-old Japanese beauty ritual. A founder who sold her engagement ring to start a dream. It sounds so sacred, doesn't it? You feel like you are part of a spiritual experience just holding the bottle. This famous purple jar, the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. It's $93 for 50 ml. When you open it, the cream looks like a literal gem. It melts into your skin and gives you that glass skin glow in 30 seconds. In that moment, you tell yourself, $93? I get it. It's worth it. But do you know what that glow actually is? Dimeticon. Yeah, it's silicone again. And check the INCI list. It's right at the top, which means it's one of the primary ingredients. Silicone has a high refractive index. It reflects light. Your skin didn't get healthier. You just shrink-wrapped your face in a shiny plastic film to make it look better. So much for an ancient ritual. So why the $93 price tag? You are not paying for the ingredients. You are paying for royalty for that engagement ring story. But let me break the magic for a second. That story has a new owner now. The multi-billion-dollar conglomerate behind Dove soap and Vaseline, Unilever. They bought Tatcha for $500 million. That sacred ritual now belongs to the same people who make $1 drugstore conditioners. Your $93 is going straight into the marketing machine Unilever uses to keep that corporate fairy tale alive. Are you going to keep paying for a story and a face full of silicone? Or are you going to invest in ingredients that actually transform your skin? But this storytelling scam is child's play compared to number 2. Number 2. A brand that made billions of dollars of a single ingredient for 40 years, and yet the exact concentration of that ingredient is still a secret. The SK2 Facial Treatment Essence, $265 for 230 ml. When you open that cap, you get that distinct, funky, fermented smell. You drop a few splashes on your palm. It feels like water, but somehow richer. Your skin drinks it up like a sponge. In that moment, you probably thought, okay, there's a reason this is so expensive, but does it actually earn the price tag? I'm sorry, but you are paying $265 for a 40 years old marketing fairy tale. Their miracle ingredient, Pitera. The story about the old sake brewer with hands as smooth as a baby? They have been milking that same story for over 40 years. The actual INCI name is Galactomyces ferment filtrate. But here's the funny part, the concentration. Officially, they only say over 90%. Is it 91% or is it 99%? They won't tell you. Why? Because the second they reveal the numbers, the bubble of mystery pops. So why the insane price? This isn't about the cost of ingredients. This is about the corporate pride of P&G, the rival of Estee Lauder. P&G owns the entire spectrum, from the $10 Olay you buy at the drugstore to this $265 SK2. You are not buying a miracle. You are paying for Kate Blanchett's modeling fees and the prime real estate on the first floor of luxury department store. Let's be honest, this is a victory for marketing, not science. But honestly, SK2 is actually decent compared to number 1. $275 for 15 ml. And the reason it's so expensive is because they play the music for the microbes. The final boss of bullshit. Number 1. From the weighted friction of opening the cap to the moment you massage your eyes with a custom silver applicator, you get this immediate feeling. I'm being treated like royalty. La Mer, the eye concentrate, $275 for 15 ml. That is a staggering $18 per milliliters. So, is it actually worth it? My conclusion? Not even close. You are not just buying skincare. You are paying for a modern-day mist designed by a NASA physicist. I tore apart La Mer's sacred origin story for this video. Max Huber, a NASA aerospace physicist, supposedly spent 12 years and 6,000 experiments to heal his lab accident burns. The result? The famous miracle dose. It sounds legendary, right? But here is where the story gets leveled up. Here comes the real kicker, light and sound energy. La Mer claims that while they ferment this seaweed, they expose it to specific frequencies of light and sound energy. Basically, they play good music to the microbes for months. They claim this energy is what boosts the ingredient's potency, and that is a poor justification for the $275 price tag. So I dug through every independent clinical database looking for evidence of this sonic activations technology. The result? Nothing. The more I looked, the more it became clear. This is just a $275 price tag on a beautifully crafted story. At the end of the day, if you look at the INCI lists, the core is seaweed extract and ferment. While their process might be unique, there is zero scientific reason for it to be 25 times more expensive than other high-quality moisturizers. So why is it so expensive? It's just a luxury signal. You are paying for the auditory of NASA and the beautiful fantasy of seaweed that listens to music. If you want to burn $275 on a mystery narrative, that's your choice. But as a marketer, I'm telling you, that's one hell of an expensive song. Okay, the villain is done. Now, let me show you the way forward. The Korean sunscreen market is the most cutthroat gladiator arena in the world. Surviving here doesn't happen through marketing. It happens through overwhelming R&D speed. Hero 1. Round Lab Birch Juice Moisturizing Sun Cream. Round Lab didn't just make a sunscreen. They destroyed the boundary between skincare and UV protection. They knew that UV filters could be irritating, so they didn't just use water. They used birch juice as the entire base. This isn't just a concept ingredient. Birch juice has a more complex molecular structure than purified water, acting as a natural buffer that keeps the filters from attacking your skin barrier while locking in deep moisture. The data is more impressive. The Korean FDA MFDS re-verified SPF ratings with extreme strictness every single year. Round Lab passes these ruthless tests while using next-gen filters like a Tinosolve S. These filters don't break down when they hit the sun. They actually stabilize. That means it's scientifically engineered to last. So you don't have to keep reapplying every 2 hours like it's $19.95. Look at the price, $18. How is it possible? Korea is the backbone of global beauty manufacturing with an ODM ecosystem like Korma and COSRX that handles 20% of the world's productions. Round Lab cut out the unnecessary middleman margins and the massive ad spends, putting that money directly into the manufacturing cost. You are getting $80 performance for $18. That is a systemic win. But the next brand goes beyond just using better filters. They are not just a beauty brand. They are a pharmaceutical engineering powerhouse. They don't need flash ads because they prove their value with a national patent number. Let me introduce our second savior, Aestura Atobarrier 365 cream. You know what those $200 celebrity creams all have in common? When you ask about their concentration, they stay silent, calling it a trade secret. But real technology doesn't need to hide. It gets registered with the government. That's the Aestura's way. Aestura is a medical beauty arm of Amore Pacific, the giant of K-beauty. Their manufacturing facility isn't just a factory. It was named the Lighthouse Factory by the World Economic Forum. This title is only given to the top 1% of factories globally for their innovation in AI and big data. In the Korean beauty industry, they are the only ones who have it. Their manufacturing process is a global gold standard. The weapon forged in this smart factory is Derma-On technology. This isn't just a marketing buzzword. It's a government certificate technology with an actual patent number. Your skin barrier is made of 3 things: ceramide, cholesterol, and fatty acids. But you can't just mix them together and expect them to absorb. Aestura encapsulated these 3 in the exact ratio of your skin's lipid structure. Those tiny beads you feel melting into your skin? That's the patent capture technology in action. The numbers don't lie. Aestura has published clinical data showing a 29% improvement in the skin barrier after just 1 use. You can getting 80 ml just $22. This is only possible because instead of burning money on celebrity endorsement, they invested every cent into the Lighthouse Factory infrastructure to perfect the engineering of every single capsule. If patent technology feels too complex, let me show you a simpler physical truth. This next brand doesn't win through stories or packaging. They destroyed the price structure of the global luxury market with just one thing, the very first line of their ingredient list. Our third hero is the global cult favorite that skincare nerds everywhere are obsessed with, COSRX Advanced Snail All-in-One Cream. The way they dismantle luxury storytelling is brutally simple. They just use the first line of the ingredient list. Look, beauty laws are strict everywhere in the world. You have to list ingredients in order to concentration. When those luxury brands brag about ancient geisha secrets, you flip the bottle over and realize that secret is buried under water and silicone at like 0.001%. That's not an ingredient, that's just seasoning. But check out COSRX. The very first line of this cream, Snail secretion filtrate, 92%. That's not a marketing claim. That's a physical fact. 92% of the entire jar is the actual active ingredient responsible for healing and smoothing your skin. While $90 luxury cream are mixing a chemical cocktail of 50 different filters, COSRX finishes the job with the 15 ingredients. This is a victory for molecular minimalism. Let's talk numbers. Luxury brands charge $90 for half that amount. Why the gap? Because COSRX doesn't make you pay for their fancy packaging or the multi-billion-dollar debt from their last corporate acquisition. They put that money into the concentration of the raw materials. It's not because the model is pretty. It's because the first line of the ingredient list actually changed the viewer's skin. But if you think first line honestly is powerful, the next hero is even more lethal. They took a 40-years-old industry myth and stripped it in naked with pure data. While luxury stays secretive, this brand printed the exact dosage right on the front of the bottle. Hero 4, Missha Essence. Alright, let's touch the most ancient sanctuary in the beauty industry, the fermented essence SK2. As I told you earlier, you know SK2 is still hide the ingredient content, right? But Missha, they flipped the script on this arrogant game. Just look at the front of the bottle. 97%. Missha doesn't hide. In fact, they brag about it. While SK2 sells a 40-years-old fairytale, Missha sells double fermentation data. They prove that they fermented the ingredients once at a high temp and once at a low temp to break down the molecular particles for deeper penetration. That's actual science you can measure. Missha can afford to be this cheap because they don't sell meats. They leverage the highly standardized fermentation infrastructure in Korea. They took the 40-years-old expired patent tech and refined it with modern purification, raising the concentration while cutting the bullshit markup. Ask yourself, are you going to donate $200 to a 40-years-old legend without even knowing the concentration? Or are you going to buy the 2024 data that proudly displays 97%? If you want to level up, stop trusting legends and start trusting numbers. But the final number one brand is in a league that even prestige names like La Mer can't touch. They didn't just match the formula. They proved a molecular mechanism that outperforms products 25 times their price. And they opened their entire R&D infrastructure to the world. We finally made it to number one. Last one. Innisfree. Do you remember the final villain of luxury La Mer? They claim their miracle bronze heals your skin because the microbes were serenaded by classical music during fermentation. But Innisfree is different. Instead of miracles, they talk about absorption mechanism. It doesn't matter how legendary an ingredient is if the particles are too big to get past your skin's front door. Innisfree uses nanoliposome technology to shrink those actives and drive them 10 layers deep into your skin. This isn't musical energy, it's penetration engineering. Let's do the math on this discovery. La Mer is roughly $18 per 1 milliliter. Innisfree green tea serum is $0.73 per milliliter. That is a 25 times price difference. Innisfree operates a massive dedicated R&D laboratory on Jeju Island, while La Mer milks a 50-years-old story about a NASA physicist. Innisfree analyzes data from thousands of real people every year to upgrade the formula. It's time to wake up from the fantasy. The miracle isn't in the music, it's in the molecular size. Don't donate $2,000 to a myth. Use that money to level up your skin for a lifetime with actual science. Alright besties, next time you are standing in the middle of Sephora or hovering over the checkout button at 2 AM, do just one thing. Flip the bottle, look past brand logo, and find the active ingredients. Then, look up what those same ingredients cost when they are not wrapped in a corporate story. It doesn't have to be K-beauty. It could be a brand from UK, Japan, or anywhere. The point is to compare the chemistry. That one habit will level up your entire life as a consumer. I'm confident this video just saved you thousands of dollars. If you have a friend who's still burning money on music listening seaweed or 30 years old filter, share this with them right now and tell them, I just saved you a fortune, you owe me a steak. Okay? If you want to keep cutting through the marketing bullshit and get the raw data on what your skin actually needs, hit that subscribe button. I'm here to protect your face and your bank account. I wish I had a friend like me 10 years ago. I wouldn't fix my skin way faster and wouldn't have wasted $7,000. And if you are curious about the products I shared today, just drop a comment with what you need. Only what you actually need, okay? You know how bad the fake product situation is out there right now, right? So I already went ahead and tracked down the safe legit links for all of them. Sure, and like I said at the very beginning, I didn't get sponsored. No brand paid me, not a single cent. I just genuinely wanted to help you guys. That's all. And because of that, it got longer than usual. I really hope it was worth it for you. I really do. Shop smart and get more beautiful. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for watching all the way to end. 감사합니다. 다음에 또 봐요. 안녕.